Hello, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. Today it is finally time for the next Shelf This Book Club book announcements. If you are unfamiliar with the Shelf This Book Club, this is a book club that I created. I don't like to say I host it. I like to say, what do I like to say? I curate it, I organize it. I organize the Shelf This Book Club, and what this book club is each month a different person picks a book in their comfort zone, so something that they read a lot of and something they are very excited for within that realm of what they are comfortable reading, in the hopes that the rest of us maybe don't read that thing as much and we get to try lots of new things throughout the year. I will go ahead and link the Discord down below. We're fairly active over there. We talk about the book throughout the month before we discuss the book in a live show. So generally we do 3 months on and then we take a month off and then we get back to it for 3 months. We postponed the live show to discuss Looking for Jane by Heather Marshall until February 10th because it is not a sequel, and most of us that are fairly active in the book club are participating in Squash That Series, which is a readathon I also host. It's almost over, but you do still have time to read the January book if you would still like to. Like I said, we will be discussing that here on my channel on February 10th, but we are getting into the books for March, April, and May. I think that this group of picks is very interesting. They're all very different and I think it's going to be a really good time. There's some really unique books here that I'm genuinely excited to read. If you watch me at all, you know I am not a book describer, so these videos are always a journey. So let me go ahead and tell you who the hosts are as well as the books they have chosen to have us read. Also, I don't think I mentioned, generally in these groups of 3, I rotate back through people who have hosted and picked a book before. So generally it is a grouping of 2 people who have picked before and 1 new person. Anybody is welcome to pick books. If you join the book club and are active, I generally just reach out to somebody new once every quarter that I do this. So there is no requirement to like have a YouTube channel. We have had hosts that don't have a YouTube channel, aren't comfortable doing a live show, but are active in the book club, and it's still fun to get to read their things. They're giving their thoughts on the books that we're choosing in the comments all the time, so it's still fun. So if you join the book club and participate, you definitely will come up as an option to choose a book. But firstly, in March, Nessa from It's Nessa has chosen our book once again, and she has chosen a thriller for us this time. So we will be reading Not So Perfect Strangers by L.S. Stratton, I believe is how you pronounce their last name. And what I'm gathering from the synopsis of this is we have a woman who is trying to escape an abusive relationship with her son, and so they kind of leave, and for some reason they're in the car, and as this is happening and she's trying to escape, a woman like knocks on her car window and is like running from a man. So these 2 women who are like both essentially running in different ways, one physically and one what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, really good with words. They're both running from men and they end up together. So I think it's a domestic thriller revolving around that. The synopsis hints that there may be some homicidal activities that happen. It hints that there is an investigation at some point. So I've been kind of out of my thriller era, so I'm excited to jump in and hopefully enjoy a new one. Then in April we have a new host. Our new host for this quarter is Natalie from Nat Cat's Bookish Cafe, and Natalie has chosen something very unique here, I think, and so this could either be a really big hit or a really big miss. There's a lot of moving parts, it seems like, to this story based on the synopsis, and she has chosen The Spirit Bares Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White. Yes, I did go out and buy this already. And so the buzzwords for this that stand out to me are that it is a queer YA horror fantasy. From the synopsis, what I'm understanding is that this is a story about a young boy who is a trans main character who is getting sent to like a boarding school that is turning young women into brides, and there's some like paranormal horror things happening at this school. And obviously I'm assuming as a trans character getting sent to this boarding school for young girls to be turned into brides, that's going to be a big topic here, and I'm really curious what the like horror aspect is going to be. So I think this will be a fun ride. I don't think we've read a YA for a minute in the book club, so I'm excited to give this one a try. And then the last host for this group is my dear friend Kayla from Kayla Ray Reads. And Kayla has chosen for us to read Writers and Lovers by Lily King. I find this interesting because this book says that it is set in 1997, and both Kayla and I were born in 1997, so I think that could be a bit of a journey. Like, essentially this main character is probably about the age of our parents. But my understanding of this story, I do think it's going to be like kind of a like heavy book. It's a little bit of a sad girl book from what I'm understanding, but I think that our main character is struggling to want to be able to do art as an adult, like as a career, and she's struggling with the idea of giving that up to like maybe have to become a real adult. And then I also think there's a little bit of some love affairs happening in here. I think in the synopsis it says she falls in love with 2 men. So not sure what's going on there, but I do think it's going to be like kind of a big coming of age, like realizing your place in adulthood type book. That's the vibe that I'm getting from synopses and things. Synopses? Wow, I can't use words today. So I think that that's going to be a very interesting book to probably read and discuss. So I'm very glad that that's something that she brought onto my radar to get to make us read. And that is it. That is what we are going to be reading in the months of March, April, and May. I hope you will be able to join us. Again, I will link the Discord down below, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.